Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Duocast. I am your host, Kushi. I am an Ever C20 rated pilot. And today on our podcast, we have Mr. Krishna Bhat. He is the founder and director of Lifeshots. Just to give you a brief of what Lifeshots is and his work that he has done, it's a very imaginative space that he has created, something which is completely out of the imagination of a commoner. And I have visited this space, and the kind of treatments that he does is from dental to mental. That is what he keeps saying. What it means is that it starts from the minutest, which is the outside of what we see, which is a dental, to something which is so much inside, which is mental. So he cures everything. He has solutions for everything, and that is why the phrase dental to mental. And his innovative technologies that we have over here is something where you just need to lay back and relax, and the machine is what is going to do for you. So we want to welcome our guest, Mr. Krishna Bhat. Hello, sir. Welcome to Duocast.
Okay.
So to begin with, I want to know, when I was talking to you before, you said that you were born in a temple, and then you had your own pharmacy company, and now you have opened this amazing center, Life Shot. So I want to know how and what was the journey, and how did you become from being born to in a temple to then owning a pharmacy company and now having this amazing Life Shot.
Yeah, it's a very touchy but basic question.
Yeah.
But in both the side, there was no much of a hard work. It was
Okay.
not by, it's by default. I've been born in a temple.
Okay.
Okay, it's
Yeah.
not because my father was a Purohit.
Okay.
And yeah, that's a Purohit's family. Okay, that's
Mm-hmm.
how it was not my, what do you say, um, an effort. Okay,
Right.
it was by virtue.
Mm-hmm.
I'm born there, and yeah, it was a good opportunity, or you can say it's a good childhood,
Mm-hmm.
living in a temple,
Correct.
understanding the background in depth.
Mm.
Okay, so growing forward, I did my pharmacy. Okay, because of that, I had a pharmaceutical company.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a journey as well planned as it used to be. It has to be.
Where were you born exactly? Which city?
It's a city near to Udupi.
Wow, that's
It's a temple
beautiful.
town. Yeah,
Okay.
it's known for temples only,
Yeah.
and we do have a temple near to Udupi in
Okay.
the place name called Champi.
Uh-huh.
Champi is a
Yes, I've
place
heard.
if you have
Yeah.
heard of it.
Mm-hmm.
Again, it's a temple town where we have more than few temples there, and yeah, that's the native. Definitely look back and feel that we always tell that I'm born and brought up in a temple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you got into pharmacy, and then how did you because pharmacy and Life Shot, the whole idea of Life Shot is drugless therapy,
Yeah,
so when we talk about pharmacy, we talk about medicines, we talk about
medicines.
drugs. And so how did you get from that to then becoming a person who believes more in drugless therapy? So how did that shift happen with you?
Yeah, see, running a pharmaceutical company for almost close to 2 decades,
Mm-hmm.
there was no personal connect with the society, right?
Correct,
Yeah.
correct, yeah.
So that disconnect was always there,
Mm.
and there's always a feel that how you can contribute to the society.
Correct.
And as a pharmacist, there is no much of an opportunity for us to
Okay.
directly deal with the
The
uh,
people and the
people
society.
directly, right?
Correct, correct, correct.
So that was always a thing which was lacking behind. I was thinking, in what way we can create an impactful life.
Hmm.
So looking back, then I felt there was only option left to us, left to me as a pharmacist, to start my journey from drug to drugless, because
Yeah,
drug was very well known, and
correct.
that's option is an emergency solution, but
Hmm.
not many people who are in emergency, but still they are on the drugs.
Yes.
And there was a blatant need where this paradigm shift should have happened from curative to preventive. And
Yeah.
I found that space is very much blank. Not many people
Mm-hmm.
are working on a preventive healthcare,
Correct.
right?
Everybody
That's
is, yeah.
where that particular small scope I found,
Hmm.
and I thought the time has come
Yeah.
wherein I have to start my journey from drug to drugless.
Yeah.
Since I know the drugs well, I felt there was a scope to create a platform, to create a kind of solutions, instead of just telling drugging is not good, but I
Yeah.
had to give an option to people, right?
Correct, correct,
So
correct.
that's how this entire concept was conceptualized.
Hmm.
And today, yeah, we have a platform where we
It's
can make
beautiful.
a lot of impact to the society.
Correct, correct, correct.
Yeah.
So, the first time when I actually came to Life Shots, we were having a very nice discussion. Um, when I came into it, the first thing I saw was the kind of, so when you talk about concept, right? I see the concept with respect to the space that you've created. Even now, you can see that you have these brick brown walls behind. We're sitting on a green sofa, and the entire life shot, the entire space is so beautifully curated. The perfect lighting and all, it creates a space of peace. It created a space of calmness for me. So is that what your outlook towards drugless therapy is, where you feel the inner peace so much that you don't really require something external to feel that kind of peace, calm, and the regeneration that this space provides?
Yeah, see, it's always, whatever you want to create, it all
Hmm.
happens. It's all the
Correct.
reflection of what your thoughts are, right?
Yeah.
So you have always instilled with that basic necessity,
Hmm.
um, wherein I found that these elements are a part of the temple,
Right.
okay, and the nature also.
Yeah.
Okay,
Green and brown.
so the idea when I was creating this space, I think my mind was more thinking of temple more than a clinic.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's
Yeah.
how we always call this concept as a modern temple for today's generation
Wow.
with evidence based healthcare options.
Hmm.
Okay, so whatever we do here, they are very very basic things
Yeah.
which are more than enough to preserve the wellness of the healthy.
Yeah.
Okay, because most of the time we don't really care about what is healthier in our life,
Hmm.
healthier in our body. We
Hmm.
always look into bettering things which are damaged.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
But it's very very important during that period of repairing yourself, you also have to remember that you have to preserve what is available in your health.
Correct. Yeah.
Otherwise, by the time you repair your damaged part, you will be
Hmm.
already damaging many other things.
Yeah.
That's the side effect of drugs most of the time, which people don't
Yeah.
understand. They believe that my today's problem is solved by drugging. Maybe you
Hmm.
have suppressed the body's call to repair,
Yeah.
and end of the day, the repair must have not been completely happening, but definitely we have suppressed the body's response towards
Correct.
something is going wrong, or something is not really going right in the body.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Okay, so I believe in more of preservation
Hmm.
and building up what is going really wrong.
Yeah.
And I
Like.
don't think there
Hmm.
is a necessity of any drug for that, because there is no drug deficiency in the body which are trying
Right.
to
Yeah.
refill there, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I've realized one thing that these days, the solutions have become our new problems. Like, you go through something, could be anything, a joint pain or whatever it is. You take a drug for it, and that is your solution to the problem. But because you take that, then you have side effects. But, when I was talking to you once, you said that it's not a side effect of the drug. It is just that the drug is affecting your body, and if it is not a nice effect, if you don't feel very good with it, that is when we humans call it as a side effect. So what I've realized is that our new solutions have become our new problems now.
Yeah.
But coming back to your journey, when you're talking about, you opened this center in 2019, and that's exactly when COVID hit, after a few months and a year later. So what kind of impact, because this is such a huge space, and there are so many equipments, there are so many therapies that you provide, which you will tell us in some time. uh, there's a lot of investment that must have gone. And when that happened, अचानक से COVID आ गया, तो फिर how did you cope with that? Was there a hit? Did this center take a hit?
Yeah, I think any business when you start, I think these
Yeah.
kind of obstacles are very very common, right?
Correct,
Anything you
correct,
are
correct.
doing out of the box,
Yeah.
so definitely the nature also will not support you. Maybe to understand how much is your passion, is it
Yes.
you're good enough to shoulder
Yeah,
it
yeah.
throughout your
Correct,
journey.
correct, correct.
All that matters a lot, right?
Hmm.
For that, yes, definitely we had our own struggle
Hmm.
to overcome the situations what we have faced then.
Hmm.
But definitely, I think by that time the market is already more matured today,
Yeah.
comparatively the one which was prior to
Before.
COVID,
Hmm.
right? That also has definitely added as a great advantage for our journey. And I'm sure I remain passionate, or more passionate today than the one which I started, because
I see
then I
that.
started as an opportunity, but today I realize that it was not an opportunity, it is
Correct.
passion driven. And I'm on the right track.
You
And
are.
I'm
We can see
sure
it.
with this concept, we can not only change people's healthcare, we can definitely change the face of healthcare in the industry itself.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Correct.
So the future of healthcare is now already at Lifeshots.
Yeah, I can
Okay.
see
Whatever you
that.
can imagine in the future, I
Mm-hmm.
think that is already available at Lifeshots. We
Correct.
have clear ideology behind treating every human illness. Okay.
Hmm.
And completely going beyond medicine. When I say
Correct.
medicine, it's more of drugging.
Yeah,
Okay. It's completely
exactly.
drugless
Correct.
healthcare option.
Hmm.
And today, if you walk into our center, is as good as walking beyond the boundaries of ordinary reality.
It is.
And
Yeah,
touching or experiencing any technology will definitely heal your body.
it
Okay,
does.
it may not
Yes.
be a magic center,
Yeah.
but definitely nothing has damaged overnight. If
Mm-hmm.
so, then why do you one has to expect even to get it healed in a day?
Correct,
It's not
correct,
even a
correct.
common expectation,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
although it
obviously
is a
not.
commoner's expectation.
Yeah, but it's not a
But
common
I
one.
think one should understand there is no magic which can
Yeah,
happen if you
everything
have
needs
not
to be inside
really
out.
preserved it well,
Hmm.
and any damages happen over the period of time.
Hmm.
Yeah. So LifeShot is ready now with the
Yeah.
concept, and the we are future ready concept.
Hmm.
You think of any illness from pain to cancer, or autism to Alzheimer, or eczema to psoriasis. When I say pain
Okay.
to cancer, you have obesity, diabetes, hypertension,
Correct.
Parkinson's, or
Yeah.
any aging disease. Okay,
Hmm.
and second one is I talk about the mental health. That's autism to Alzheimer.
Yeah.
That is you have stress, depression, anxiety,
Hmm.
sleep disorders, or anything to do with your mental health, which can be called also as dementia or Alzheimer's. It happens
Hmm.
over the period of time,
Correct.
and it's hitting early today.
It is. It is. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
and
Yes.
the last one is eczema to psoriasis. It's all
What is that?
lifestyle disorders
Okay.
coming on the
Okay.
skin. The most dreaded disease like psoriasis or ichthyosis, we
Hmm.
have solutions to treat the root cause, not just the symptoms alone.
Okay.
Our approach is very, very documented, and we
Okay.
use a lot of technologies where you relax and the technology works.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
why.
yeah, when you talk about relax, also, like I have, first of all, just when you enter the center, the colors, and there's this aroma diffusers that you have all around, agarbattis all around. So it gives a, like you said, that it's a modern temple that you've created, and that is the kind of peace that I felt when I came in. So that in itself kind of calms you down a lot of levels. And then, like you said, that you just need to lie down, and the machines is what it will do the work for you. So I completely get it. So I when you were telling me about your life journey, I realized one thing. Like as me as a pilot also, yeah, koi bhi IT mein raha, anybody who's doing a corporate job, or like how you were, in a pharmacy, you had a big company. I want to know what made you switch from being into pharmacy, which is a very safe option because that is what yields you a lot of money. It's direct, this thing. There's not much risks that you need to take, except for obviously the kind of drugs and medicines that you come up with. Why did you switch from being into something which is so safe to then coming into opening this life shots, which I don't think people are very ready with the concept that you've come up with. So was it something like you were trying to find a higher purpose of some sort, कि तुमको कुछ experiment करना था and let's see how it goes. But I also don't believe that it is an experiment because there's a huge investment that's gone into this.
Mhm.
So what made you switch from there? कैसे हुआ?
Yeah, it's always the need of satisfaction.
Correct.
Okay, although it is very selfish motive when you talk about satisfaction, because it's more of personal thing, right?
Yeah.
So you go back home doing well in your business, it's okay. The world is happy with you, family is
Hmm.
happy with you,
Yeah.
but when you go and look into your own self,
Are you
are you
happy?
really happy? This question will always trouble people like us. Maybe
Correct.
there may be a category of people, somebody don't want to take a risk, somebody
Yeah.
doesn't believe that it is a risk, somebody feels that it is a normal way, and we have not chosen it, although there
Hmm.
is a demand for it.
Hmm.
Okay, so as a pharmacist, I was in a very comfortable zone. Maybe that is the time I think I took that switch.
Correct.
Okay, I was doing perfectly fine. My business was
पैसे आ
happening
रहे हैं, सब
from
खुश हैं,
Bangladesh to South
हाँ.
America. The world was looking good. The
हाँ.
business was okay, and there are a lot to do there. But what happens is when you look back and see your own territory where you are living, okay,
हम्म.
where there is no recognition, people don't know you.
हम्म.
Okay, maybe once my daughter asked, "Dad, nobody knows you in the building,
Oh no.
and
Okay.
everybody knows you because of us." You know,
Ah,
that
okay. Then
really
put a question in your
a
head, na,
question in
कि
my
what am
mind.
I doing
Yes,
with
I'm
my
in
life?
the society,
हाँ.
but I'm not contributing anything, and there is no necessity for people to know us.
Hmm.
So that's the time I think I felt, no, you have to make your presence felt.
Okay.
Okay, that's
Hmm.
where the small installation happened. I was thinking of maybe when I'm doing well, why not I open a South Indian restaurant so that people can
You
eat
could have. I mean, obviously,
Konkani delicacies.
again, Konkani delicacy is something which you don't have around. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm Konkani
I
myself.
felt that. I felt that,
Yeah.
and I was just working on that. I burned my fingers, although I have not even started my that journey. I
Huh.
thought I get invested in that, but I've realized that I didn't find any people who are hungry.
Hungry
Okay,
for something more.
yeah,
Striving for
everybody is full,
something
right?
meaningful.
Yeah,
Yeah, not
they're
more.
not
Yeah.
hungry in real sense.
Hmm.
Definitely there is, food industry is really doing really great, but I
Yeah.
felt that my job is to not to feed the people who are not at all hungry. Maybe one day I
Hmm.
can impress upon, but I don't think that is going to be a real business for me. And I felt, I think I have better options.
Correct.
And when I was looking around for an option, the easiest option for a pharmacist was to talk about the drugs.
Correct.
Okay,
Huh.
and I felt that that's the real point. I don't want to. I want to talk about the drugs, but not to sell it, but definitely to educate people that drugging is not a need.
Correct.
So if you're ready to change your lifestyle,
Huh.
possibly you have changed everything.
Hmm.
So why there is a necessity of taking drugs?
Hmm.
That is where I felt I need a platform to build this small thought. And thought is now built as Lifeshots. It's different technologies and brand new healthcare options,
Yeah.
different shots, you can say. If you can take it in your lifetime,
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
sure you
Yeah.
can preserve the health forever. Okay.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay, so that's how the concept of life shot has been born in my mind, and then there was no looking back. And people keep asking me, where did you found this solution? So many solutions,
Huh, exactly, because
which nobody
every
has.
room is catering to different problems, which
Yeah.
sometimes people don't even realize they have.
Hmm.
It only happens when they know कि okay, अभी वो problem बाहर दिखने लगा है, it is actually being felt. That is when people are like, now we wanna go for maybe take some medicine or drug, or maybe then come over here.
Hmm.
So, but do you think this kind of concept that you've come up with, because it's not a quick fix?
Yeah,
Coming here is not like you just come here
we do have
once.
that also.
Oh,
Yeah.
you do have that also.
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
But all the therapies that you have the light and sound therapy that you have here, and there are many different things that I've seen. Only you will be able to answer
Yeah.
that. So it's not like a ekdam quick fix. कि आके fix होके निकल गए to the bigger problems. Do you think this market is ready for that?
See, understand, our market is ready for every kind of drug, right? You go
Hmm.
to a drug store,
Hmm.
you find solutions for everything. You
Hmm.
doesn't need to take everything and eat,
Huh.
right?
Huh.
You just take what is needed for you.
Correct.
So it's a thought of a pharmacist. So
Hmm.
we don't want to, or I don't want to cater into one particular issue of the people. I
Hmm.
want to cater the overall well-being of people.
Hmm.
Okay, because I want to avoid people taking drug. I don't want to just avoid people taking drug for one particular reason.
Okay. In general,
In
drugs
general,
का वो होना ही नहीं चाहिए.
yeah,
हाँ.
so that it should be entirely, because there is no drug deficiency in your body.
Yeah,
Then
there's
why are you
not.
drugging?
Correct.
Okay,
Yeah.
so then I felt there are why people are drugging today. What
Hmm.
are they trying to fix in their body?
Hmm.
Okay, or in their system?
Hmm.
There are only three reasons why people are suffering. You
Hmm.
think in a broad spectrum,
Hmm.
there are only three reasons why people are suffering today.
Hmm.
If they are born healthy,
Yeah.
if you have lived healthy or born healthy, then there is no manufacturing defect.
Hmm.
Okay,
There's no
so when there is no
manufacturing defect.
manufacturing defect,
Yes.
why did you create a defect when you're making a life?
Correct.
So that to that early,
Hmm.
that does mean it is a negligence.
Correct.
Okay, what are those negligence, or what are those areas which people are usually suffering, for which they are drugging?
Hmm.
We call it as a lifestyle disorders.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
when I talk about lifestyle disorders, it
Hmm.
could be pain or a cancer. In
Hmm.
between you have obesity, diabetes,
वो तो सब
hypertension,
होता है.
Parkinson's,
Correct.
and then you have autism to Alzheimer. although autism or ADHD happens in an early age,
Hmm.
but definitely it's a medical deformity, maybe because of a parental,
Yeah,
their lifestyle.
something, yeah, negligence,
It's or a
definitely.
medical emergency created during the child's birth.
Hmm.
Then comes when I'm talking about mental health, that autism to Alzheimer, you have again stress, depression, anxiety,
Hmm.
or a sleep disorders.
Hmm.
These are the reasons why we are drugging for mental health.
Yes, yeah, we are.
Okay, nobody is born maybe they
Yeah,
go
nobody's
out of the
born stressed. The baby
stress.
is never
It's
stressed.
created. It's created out of your lifestyle.
Correct.
Then comes your skin related issues, eczema to psoriasis.
Yes,
Okay,
we do.
you start from acne or whatever.
Mhm.
So if you seriously think, these three major areas,
Hmm.
I covered pain to cancer, right? I
Yeah,
covered almost every human problem.
correct.
Do you have any way out if you
Hmm.
don't drug? We have a way out to prevent one.
Yeah, कि
When
होने
there
से
is a
पहले ही बचा दो. Why to
bachalo,
even get into it in the
yeah,
first place?
see,
Correct.
people are aware,
Hmm.
but they say that we have 1,000 problems, so we
Hmm.
don't have time to take care of our own health.
Yeah.
So our
We
tagline
disagree.
is, if you have 1,000 problems, believe me, you have one health problem, then you have only one problem. It's better you take care of that
Correct.
one problem so that you can manage 1,000 problems followed by.
Yes.
But people are neglecting their health, which is a priority.
हाँ करते हैं.
Okay,
Correct. We do that. Yes.
and they don't mind losing. I mean, they have a problem losing 5% in the business,
Yeah.
but they don't mind losing 40% of their life.
Yes.
Yeah, if
Very
you
true.
consider 100 years as a human life,
Hmm.
how many people in the society are aiming to live for 100 years, or even they know that we may end up living up to 100 years?
Hmm.
We don't have a plan to live longer. Okay, but we
Correct.
all have plans
Huh.
to make huge money,
Yeah.
and we have a
The
plans to
big
insurance.
businesses. Correct. Correct.
Insurance
Correct.
is
Correct.
there.
Hmm.
We believe that we are taken care.
Hmm.
But in real sense, is your insurance going to take care of your health? No, it's only it's
The
going to take care of your
money,
money
yeah.
damage, which can money can damage.
Yeah, the money which the damage has been paid with, that's the only insurance. As a health insurance, when we talk about,
It's not
it's
going to
just the
make your
money.
health better.
Exactly, exactly. It's just the
It's
money that
only
is providing
it's only that the damage of a money which can happen in your
because of health again.
because of health,
Hmm.
that has been taken care.
Correct.
But health, I'm sure it may not come back.
Yeah.
And if you have an insurance, it is a ticket to hospital.
It
Okay,
is,
it's
yeah.
like people want to go to
इंश्योरेंस है तो हॉस्पिटल जाके आ जाते हैं ना क्या हो
हाँ,
जाएगा हाँ
हाँ,
money is getting covered.
covered.
Hmm.
Okay, but I would suggest
Hmm.
if people can make a plan to go to Europe, better.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a better ticket to have than
Yeah.
having an insurance as a strength, and you believe that your health is taken care.
Hmm.
You're fooling yourself.
Correct.
So I felt that there was a blatant need where this paradigm shift should happen from curative to preventive.
Hmm.
And in the preventive healthcare space, there is a huge scope.
Hmm.
I don't want to treat only the patients. That doesn't mean I want to neglect the patients.
Yeah,
Okay,
definitely not.
because they have many options available.
Hmm.
They can go to the hospital, they can claim
But
their
there's a reason they're
insurance.
coming to you.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
there is no so much of reason for them to rush and come to me,
Hmm.
because there are many options available with them, and there is no dearth of doctors in our country to take care of them.
Yeah, we have a
Okay,
lot.
but now the bigger population, which is so-called healthy or healthy,
Hmm.
I always say that it is healthy or
Everyone
so-called
should.
healthy.
Ah.
Okay, they
Yes,
don't know
I
where
get
to
it.
go.
Yeah.
They don't know where to go.
Hmm.
So that's the kind of a population I want to cater, because if I concentrate on the people who are in an emergency, or people who are suffering with a lot of serious diseases,
Hmm.
if I concentrate on them, then that means that I'm earning out of a human misery. That's not my
Hmm.
aim.
Correct.
My aim is to make people aware that if you can preserve the health, possibly you can avoid an emergency. You don't
Yeah.
have to be a patient in your life at all.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I think these days, that is what is happening. Like I said, like the new solutions are becoming the problem, and people, I have seen a lot of them around me. Could be a lot in the family, friends. They identify as a patient. कि मुझे ये problem है, because of which I am doing this particular surgery or whatever. Now, because the surgery, now one of my
What you are trying to tell me
yeah
is possibly that being ill is a
yeah
new normal.
is the normal now.
Is a
It's the
new
new
normal.
normal that is happening. Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
having diabetes,
इस वो तो
hypertension,
होता ही है एज
hota
के
hi hai.
साथ हाँ
But people are not realizing, with these two basic ailments,
hmm
maybe it's diabetes or an hypertension,
hmm
if any emergency comes up in your life, okay, health
correct
emergency,
yeah
and if you end up in a hospital,
yeah
if anything goes wrong,
hmm
if anything goes wrong with these two ailments,
hmm
it's like it's very possible. People
It
don't
will,
even
obviously.
think
Yeah, yeah,
twice.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
this person is no more now because he had hypertension and diabetes. People believe that you are almost in the
हाँ कि
verge
तुम
of
लोग
your
correct, correct,
departure,
correct.
and you ended up in the hospital, and you're gone.
Hmm.
But these are not deadly diseases
Hmm.
which you cannot avoid or
Avoid.
prevent. All
Correct.
right, you can
Correct.
definitely treat them only by changing a lifestyle. Drugging will always make sure that you will not get into an emergency.
Yeah.
Okay, when you are aware that if you change a lifestyle, possibly your drugging can be avoided, or the drug load can be minimized.
Correct.
With the help of the doctors.
Correct.
And these kind of centers can preserve you much better and avoid a future emergency.
Correct.
Yeah.
That is what people correct. So, but like, do you think though that this sort of concept I have never heard about? Okay, because see, I do believe that the machines that you have over here, the kind of therapies that you have over here, it is scattered around. I have seen it. मतलब एक clinic में होगा, एक hospital में, ऐसे कहीं कहीं different different जगह पे है. But you have put the best of the technologies, the best of the environment in this one particular space. Did you see it somewhere? It just occurred to you, or like what was your inspiration for this space?
It's a clear metaphor of a diamond. It's
Okay.
usually the carbon.
Yeah.
It goes through all that hardships.
Yeah. For it
Okay,
to emerge as,
pressure,
yeah.
impacts. Okay, and then it becomes you're becoming something. Diamond has not born; it has become a diamond. Similarly, life shot has not become a life shots. It has, it has not thoughtful, but it has become one. Okay, because we started thinking about every small human health issues, and where all the conditions, where all the reasons where people are drugging.
Correct.
It could be a basic problem like calcium,
Calcium
taking
deficiency.
calcium
Okay, okay.
deficiency,
Huh.
vitamin D deficiency.
Huh.
Believe me that the country like ours,
Yeah.
can we be that serious about calcium, and vitamin D deficient country?
No,
We
it's
have
very
no
hot.
dearth of
We
sun at all, right?
yeah, all the
Yeah, you can
time.
ask your mom.
Yeah.
I'm sure she will understand being a doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very surprising that our country is suffering because of vitamin D deficiency.
Yeah. Even when I'm at home, she tells me to apply sunscreen because the sun rays are coming to you any which ways.
Okay.
So it is very surprising that our country suffers with something which is so much in surplus around
But
us.
one thing is for sure,
Yeah.
if it is in a modern city like Mumbai and
Yeah.
Bangalore,
Yeah.
that's where we are deficient of sun, and that's where the vitamin D deficiency is coming up. Believe me, if you are applying so much of SPF on your body, the UVB is not absorbed on your skin.
Okay.
Where the vitamin D is going to produce. One side you're blocking, the
Yeah.
other
And
side
then
you're
you're
thinking that
intaking also
there is
the
vitamin D deficiency. You're trying to refill it. It's like in the morning you're wearing a goggle and telling the brain that it is night. You're fooling the brain, and in the night you're under the bright light.
हाँ,
Okay, and now
making
again
an
you
environment that हाँ अभी तो थोड़ी सी मतलब रोशनी चाहिए.
नहीं, in the night you feel that you're giving a message to your brain that it's the morning, and you complain in the morning saying that I couldn't sleep well because
of
I
whatever.
didn't get a good sleep. How can you get a good sleep being under a bright sun? I mean bright light.
Yeah.
So you already fooled your brain. It's morning.
So I
So
think
you are,
it's,
there's too much of brain is under confusion.
yeah,
So we
all the
have to
time.
create a kind of an environment which is very conducive for a health to recover and rejuvenate. Okay, this place, life shots, we always say that we preserve your health. Okay.
Yeah.
By different ways and means. Okay, the technologies although look very modern.
It does.
It
Yeah, I've
is it
seen
is
all of
modern
them. Yeah.
technologies used basically by celebrities of the world.
Correct.
Okay, or maybe the sportsmen of the world. But I'm sure the maintenance is required by everybody.
It is. Yes.
Okay, it's not necessary that only the sportsmen need a recovery. You have a car you are using for an Uber, definitely you need a maintenance.
Yeah.
100%. That doesn't mean the other guy doesn't have a car which is not used mostly, but still needs a maintenance.
Correct.
Both will end up in a garage, although it is a
Any which
Mercedes.
ways. Yeah.
Although it is a
Mercedes
Mercedes,
हो या
need a
Alto हो,
maintenance.
दोनों को तो चाहिए ही रहते हैं maintenance.
Absolutely.
It's true.
So this is a human garage. Okay, and today if you walk into my center is as good as walking beyond boundaries of ordinary reality.
Yeah.
Okay, for people, they believe that when they come to my clinic it is expensive. See, I'll tell you, expensive is that what you are spending on your drugs, because you're going to use it forever.
Yeah.
And when you lose your health, the kind of an expenses you're going to make it in the hospital,
That
it
is,
is expensive.
yeah.
But this is, you have a pleasure in making an expenses in our clinic. The reason is, here we are preserving your health and you're becoming better and better every day. It's kind of an anti-aging solutions.
Yeah.
And that's the thought process I think everyone should carry today, because there is no dearth of what do you say, the money with the people. Okay,
हाँ,
they have
पैसा
enough money,
है
but they don't have enough life to
where
use
to
that money.
I think
Okay.
people don't understand like you said that getting a medical health insurance, obviously it is necessary. We can't, agar koi kabhi accident or those things are not in our control, so that is where it helps. But like you said, like I'm just trying to get the analogy of what you are saying, not exactly the words. You rather spend it to maybe a nice trip to Europe with your family where you feel regenerated and a lot of other things that will happen. You'll feel calm, peaceful, a sense of community going out with your family and everything, than investing so much into कि someday if I turn up into a hospital, like you've said कि अभी वो इतना new normal बन चुका है that once you've crossed the age of 50, hospital जाना तो बनता ही है. I mean, it is a very new normal. So I think people do have the money, they just don't know exactly where to invest in a way, like not investment, like not as an investment, but कि कहाँ जाना चाहिए कहाँ नहीं जाना चाहिए.
So
Because yeah.
it's just a question of one small reminder to them. It's not that they don't know, or
Yeah.
they have no necessity. But imagine, now you have a car. Just imagine how much you spend over the year of time
Yeah.
to maintain the car. But the person who's sitting inside, not sure he's going to travel or not, just because he's so vulnerable, because he has not taken care of himself. So imagine how much money you spend for your own health preservation.
Yeah.
It's very, very minimal.
Yeah.
People believe that eating a good food, trying to sleep well, and doing some exercises will preserve my health forever.
But it's not
I don't
that.
think, because today sitting is a job, and
Yeah.
sitting is a new smoking.
Yeah.
So you never know how fast you're dying, how fast you're aging, how fast you're deteriorating. Definitely, there has to be a check. There has to be a recovery. Yeah, people are running for sure to make their health or cardiac endurance, but are they recovering enough before their next run, which is
Correct.
missing?
Yeah.
Okay, are they having enough nutrients more than a food? We're thinking about more of a food, but we are not understanding that as you age, there are a lot of nutrient deficiency will happen in the body.
Correct.
Are we replenishing it in the right way? But the problem is, are you getting the right information that
About
which
those
nutrients
things.
you have to take?
Yeah.
The
कब
nutrients
लेना
which are
चाहिए.
available, are they
Yeah.
really bioavailable? Is a nutrient which you are buying as a OTC product on the counter,
हाँ.
are they really bioavailable?
Is it really going to the right places, serving the right purpose in your body?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
there is lot, people have already taken a lot of advantage of need, but are they really fulfilling the body's need? Is it
Yeah.
really entering your body? It's really getting bioavailable, it's getting absorbed? Nobody is thinking about that. There are a lot of adulterations. There are a lot of poor quality solutions,
To make something
because
cheaper, they'll try to
it's like
add.
you drink a mangola, but I heard that in mangola there is no mango except a flavor.
Yeah, the fruity, and even in the Kisan ketchup that you have,
Yeah,
there's
there may
not
not be a
actual
tomato.
tomato. They are not
Huh,
there. Yeah,
huh.
yeah, yeah.
So you never know that what you're consuming, but you are pleasing yourself,
Yeah.
thinking that whatever you are consuming, you're thoughtfully doing it. But in the long run, you realize that none
actually
of them
that.
have really helped you. You have already made expenses in bits and pieces,
Yeah.
but you have not really got a kind of a solution provider who understands in depth under one umbrella.
Correct.
Lifeshot is that, where we take care of every human aspect.
Under one
Okay,
roof.
under one roof. It could be a nutrition on table, or it could be a treatment with the technologies where you relax and the technology works, and it's all a celebrity technology, and there is no intent only to treat the celebrities. We wanted to treat every commoner like a celebrity.
Correct.
That's a kind of an ideology we have it in mind.
Keep
That's
it,
why we
yeah.
are in Thane, not in
Yeah,
South Mumbai.
I was going to come to you about this. That Thane is still see the Thane which we knew, or how people think कि वो गांव है. Obviously, वो तो नहीं है. It is very much developed, and I personally like Thane more than the actual Bombay because there's a lot of greenery around and all of those things. But when you started in 2019, were you very sure that it was going to cater to the crowd who stay around over here?
See, every market has a need. Okay.
Yeah.
and Thane is not too small.
Yeah, it's not.
And definitely people who are in Thane are very very highly educated.
Yes.
Also, right?
Yes.
So it is a question of time they understanding their body need.
Hmm.
Okay, but they always felt that anything which is so good may not be in Thane. They may have to go out of Thane to
Yeah. Yeah.
experience those things. But I think it's a question of time. How
Yeah.
fast they
How
recognize
you are
life shot
correct.
is already around them. And I'm sure a one visit can definitely make them realize what they have missed till now and what they can get today.
Definitely.
Okay, because South Mumbai is looking up to our place.
Yeah.
The reason for that is they have not found a place under one umbrella they can get
Cater to
catered
every need.
every
Correct,
need of
correct,
your
correct.
human body. And yes, there are these technologies are definitely available in bits and pieces. Maybe somewhere you find hyperbaric oxygen, somewhere you find cryotherapy, because it's the kind of a market what they are catering. If I'm a clinic which is only catering to a sportsman, it's inevitable to have cryotherapy or a hyperbaric oxygen therapy. But believe me, here we may not have so many sportsmen around. Maybe if they are there, they are not aware that these kind of technologies are
This
available
exists over
here.
here, correct.
But believe me, my interest is, for me, every human is important, and everyone has a right to have a good health, and they all have a tendency, or they all have a possibility to live up to 100 years.
Yeah.
So why not you cater to each and every needy person? Okay, it may look very expensive, but we don't have an MRP kind of a structure where this particular technology will cost you this much for a session. We cater as per the, yeah, we are very customized company. We definitely deliver what is expected by the need of the body. We don't really get hooked because how much money you carry when you enter my clinic. It's not a, that's why I said it's a passion driven concept for us, more than people looking into us that as a, it's a new commercial money making option. No, I was making much better money being into my pharmaceutical business. As you said,
that's what.
I'm in a place where I don't want to talk much about money. Although people come and ask me how much it would cost for everything, they'll ask me money, money, money.
That's what I did when I came in. I was like, if I want to take a day's package, how much will it cost?
Yeah. See how you can say, do you, when you want to go and deliver a car to a garage, will you ask how much will it cost?
No.
You will ask them, see the car, understand, tell me what all the things. But once you understand these are the problems, will you say that no, let it be with the problem and I'll still run the car?
You can't, right? Yeah.
But when it comes to body, why are you compromising? You are definitely changing every small aspect of an automobile, what you're driving.
Correct.
But when it comes to your health, you're compromising on your the most important things like liver, kidney, disease. You think of so many things, diabetes. It can be a root cause for so many other diseases, but you have not addressed it. Okay, you just take a pill thinking that metformin and glimepiride, or maybe new drugs like dapagliflozin or maybe sitagliptin will take care of you. But trust me, they will only make you deprive your need of your sugar.
Correct.
In your day to day, it will not tell you to use as much sugar you want and rest I will take away.
That's
It's not going to be the pathway. So your body needs definite sugar. Okay, without sugar you can't run your body at all. If you want to be healthy and mentally
you
happy,
need bits and pieces of every kind of. Some bolte bhi ki carbs is very bad for fat. For if you want to do fat loss or weight loss or everything, carbs is very bad. Cut it off or something like that. It works for a very small amount of time, but every nutrient is needed. Jitna bhi bura bola rahega. Jaise people say that salt, completely cut off salt from your diet. I don't think that is necessary. You shouldn't actually.
Definitely nothing is completely you need to remove from your lifestyle, but definitely it has to be on a moderate way.
Correct.
But there are ways and means by which you can get through them.
Correct.
It is not necessary that you need a sugar. That doesn't mean that you have to eat a chocolate or something like that. Definitely you can have a good fruit, but there is a way to have a fruit. You cannot have a fruit in the night before you sleep, thinking that it's a good thing and it's very natural thing and it will definitely help my health better. Because end of the day, do you need sugar before you sleep? Do you need energy to sleep? No, right? So there are ways and means to consume the food also. We just have to understand, is it a nutrition or it's a food? Is it the right time to have it, or when to have it? What is the right time to have it? So it's end of the day, it's a lifestyle. And if you're ready for a change in your lifestyle, there is no necessity of drug. We always say that there is nobody in the country who's suffering because of an acidity or diabetes or a thyroid. As far as he is ready to make a lifestyle change. That's the kind of a prescription everybody needs. But what they carry as a prescription is a medicine.
Yeah.
Yes, it is definitely the day they go to the doctor has to show the better reports, and they have to make them better so that they have another chance to make their lifestyle change.
Hmm.
But they believe that this is a lifestyle change.
Yeah.
Earlier I
It's
was
not
not with
actually.
the medicine,
Hmm.
but not now my doctor has given me a medicine, now this is going to be my lifestyle
Yeah.
partner.
Yeah.
So it is not that you are partnering with the medicine, you have to definitely make a real understanding, being educated.
Hmm.
Because we always say this, the
Hmm.
most educated are the ones who will shy away from the facts. They know
Yeah.
everything but they don't want to make a change. Okay,
Hmm.
if anybody wants to make that small change in their lifestyle, and we can make a big impact to their health itself. And
Hmm.
trust me, we can work with every lifestyle disorder. It could be pain to cancer, as I said you. It's definitely possible that if you change the lifestyle, all your lifestyle disorders can go. Because there
Hmm.
was a day in your life where you had no problems,
Yeah.
no
Something
diseases.
led to something,
Something
and
led to
then
this condition today.
correct,
But I'm
correct.
sure a small change, that which we want to bring in everybody's health,
Hmm.
through our ways and means by which we can ensure that. I think people should not shy away
Shy
from
away
the
from that.
concept like life shots.
Correct. But like talking about concepts, I know that you did this brain entertainment
It's
therapy,
brain entrainment.
brain entrainment therapy, and
Yeah.
there's a yeah. So can you tell me what that is exactly? It's a very new
Yeah,
concept.
yeah, it's all to cater the mental health solutions.
Okay.
So for example, somebody who's suffering from stress,
Hmm.
anxiety,
Hmm.
depression, as a commoner,
Hmm.
if you think what are the options available for these things,
The medicine
there are
तो
there
है
are there are
कुछ तो
only,
एक drug रहेगा
usually we
हाँ
we believe that the stress, anxiety, depression, maybe a psychologist.
yeah yeah
Okay, that's a
yes
place where we
exactly
rush to. But do you believe that when my mental health is not at its best,
hmm.
will I listen to you as a psychologist? Is it that
No,
easy for me to
no,
make shift?
it's not
It's not
right.
easy,
It's
right?
yeah.
So you end up in a psychiatrist.
Hmm.
Okay, when you go and talk to a psychiatrist as a person who's going through a very bad depression, or it could be a too much of an anxiety,
Mm-hmm.
or maybe a severe sleeping disorder,
Hmm.
can he avoid giving you medicine? No.
No.
Correct. So what are the drugs which will be
किसी
put
को
on
जिस
to?
रात सोना है तो वो उस दिन के लिए तो तुमको मेडिसिन देगा
Definitely,
ही
because if
yeah
you don't sleep you become crazy, and if you become crazy then a lot of wrong things can happen in the body,
hmm.
right?
Hmm.
So the important thing as a doctor, when he sees the patient, that this person has not slept for last 1 month, he need to have a good sleep tonight.
Hmm.
That's the expectation from a
Yeah
doctor and the
yeah
patient side both.
hmm.
So he will have to prescribe some of the drugs
Hmm.
for you to immediately get benefited.
Hmm.
We call it as a pharmacy,
Yeah
in my language. It's a psychotropic drugs.
okay what is that exactly
Psychotropic drugs are truly
okay
a drug induced dementia to mankind, which is a crime on the body. Imagine if somebody is taking a drug for
hmm.
mental health, what do you think?
That is
Yeah, आदमी
true
पागल तो नहीं हुआ?
yeah
Maybe
exactly
is he a schizophrenic, or
mm-hmm.
maybe he is too
It's
depressive,
mental or something
mental
yeah
health. So it has become a taboo, right? So
hmm.
that's why people want to have a solutions in a closed room. So
Mm-hmm.
that's why they end up in a psychiatrist.
Hmm.
But if they're in an early stage, possibly psychiatrist has a lot to do. Imagine you're on a 5 Red Bull in the morning or a whole day, and
How
in
are
the
you
night
able
if
to
you don't
sleep?
sleep,
Yeah, then it's
and
not
if you want to go and
possible.
help, doctor wants,
Yeah.
you're going to a rescue to be done by a doctor. It's not that easy task for him. You have to change a lot in your lifestyle. Okay, so I believe that the time has come. People have to understand that drugging is not the only option.
Hmm.
Okay, even doctor don't want to drug to their patients,
Correct.
but you have not given any option to them.
Yeah,
You have
because
not
you
given
want
them,
instant results. कि मुझे आज सोना है तो बताओ
tomorrow
कब
I want to
करना
go
है.
back to my work.
Yeah.
This is my expectation, and
Yeah.
doctor has to cater to it.
I have a meeting tomorrow. I need to make sure that I'm not anxious. I'm not having a panic attack. How can I cater to it? Give me a medicine right before.
Yeah,
कि मैं ले सकता हूँ और फिर नहीं होगा वो चीज़.
exactly. So
Correct.
he has given you to get you off the emergency,
Hmm.
but now you have realized that every day is an emergency now.
Yeah.
You are drugging every day. Do you
Hmm.
believe that any drug, see, we know that for every illness there is a pill,
Hmm.
but people have forgotten that for every pill you take,
Hmm.
every pill, okay, it has so many illnesses to follow.
It's the same with antibiotics that we take.
Yeah, I'll give you a
Yeah.
small example. I'll start with an antacid to an antibiotic. Okay.
Okay.
See, first of all, everybody is suffering because of an indigestion and the constipation. We call it as a mother of all the other problems. But half the people who are claiming that it is an hyperacidity and
Hmm.
for which they are taking an antacid may not be an hyperacidity most of the time. It is a
Okay.
low acidity because of which the indigestion has gone for a toss.
Hmm.
Over and above, if you're taking an antacid, believe me, whatever acidity left in your body is also been suppressed, because you're suppressing the proton pump.
Correct, correct, correct.
And when your acid secretion has been suppressed,
Huh.
who's going to digest your food?
Yeah.
Correct. And if you're not able to digest what you're eating, it will become a burden on the kidney, and the kidney will definitely go.
Yeah.
So, end of the day, we are not treating the problem, we are creating new problems
Yeah,
because of a lack
exactly.
of understanding that what we are suffering is an acidity, is a low acidity. Instead of that, we thought it is a hyperacidity.
Every solution is becoming a new problem now.
Definitely, your feeling of hyperacidity has been taken care.
Correct.
But now you need an acidity to digest what you're eating. That is
Yeah,
not
नहीं
been
तो
taken
फिर
care.
कैसे होगा? हाँ.
So you have taken care of one problem, a symptom, but
Yeah.
it has created so many other problems now. Okay, that's one thing. Now you're talking about antibiotics. People believe that, left, right, and center, whatever goes wrong with our health, we don't mind rushing to a medical shop and take a basic antibiotics. Okay, we know that throat infection, we take azithromycin. Normal bacterial infection, we take amoxiclav. Everybody knows about it. We always have a stock of it.
Correct.
You can see a mother traveling with a family
With a
anywhere.
bunch of
They will have
medicine,
a
like, छोटा सा एक
first
bag
aid box,
रहेगा. Yeah,
and
yeah,
it is
I do
filled
have
with
it.
all the painkillers
Yeah.
and sleeping pills, or maybe an antibiotics. But as a pharmacist, we always know that, or maybe even a doctor knows about it, that taking a one course of antibiotic, okay, it will take at least 9 months for you to come back to normalcy.
9 months.
That's the very,
But
I've given
it's
you
still a
the
number.
extreme
It's big
situation.
enough. Yeah.
People may not even recognize this. This
Yeah.
will happen with, it takes so much of a time. But in reality, it may take so much of a time, depending upon how vulnerable you are. If you have a weak health,
Wow.
over and above you're taking an antibiotic, it will take 9 months for you to come back to normalcy, and your chances of getting into depression will go up by 24%. We are depressed many other ways.
Christ. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So imagine in the same year or the same time, maybe same next month, if you have another course of antibiotic, your chances
another
of
9
getting
months.
into depression will
Oh,
go up
that-
by 50%.
Correct.
Okay. So likewise, you have so many reasons to consume antibiotics, painkillers, so many drugs day in, day out. We have allergies, we take, cetirizines, or
कुछ
maybe
भी ले
so many
लिया. हाँ,
antihistaminics
हाँ,
in our day-to-day lifestyle. But believe me, that is it not which and the more comfortable to build your immunity to face the environment than trying to suppress the body's responses. Body is trying to tell you something.
Yeah.
You are suppressing it.
Yeah.
If you want to emit, you allow the body to emit all the poisons what is accumulated in your gut. If it is not going in the right way,
Yeah.
let it come anyway. But the problem is we again take a drug to suppress that
Suppress it again.
and keep it in the body. So we don't want to live with the single symptom which body is trying to give us, which is really good for us. Imagine if your body is not going to respond at all. Tomorrow you have a pain in your foot because of a diabetic neuropathy, and you don't even sense the pain. Is it a
Yeah.
good situation?
No, of course
You're going to
not.
hit your leg to any stone, and it will create a kind of a wound which will never get healed again
That
so
is the
easily.
same thing. Yeah, that's the same thing that happened to my one of my relatives as well. She was diabetic, and it was really bad. I think the either stages of diabetes or something, which was
Oh yeah,
मतलब काफी था
uncontrolled
वो
uncontrolled sugar in
हाँ.
the body is a
So
severe diabetic. Yeah.
yeah, so to a point where her foot got numb enough that when she got hurt, the wound was not healing. She didn't even know that it has gotten so
So
bad.
this is now
And yeah, then
we
there
are
was
talking about.
bacterial this thing that happened. So series of events happened.
So what you spoke about is not a diabetes. You
Okay.
spoke about the diabetic complications.
The complications
The
that come with
complications
somebody who has
happen
diabetes.
when you live with
Correct.
the problem for too long.
She
Correct?
had that.
Yeah. So we believe in avoiding the complication by changing what is needed in an early stage. Okay. So otherwise you will have a problem in your eyes. We say diabetic retinopathy. We have definite problem with Alzheimer. Maybe it's an inflammatory issue. There can be a cardiac block. Again, and it's an inflammatory issue. You have a diabetic neuropathy. All these problems can lead to a lot of other problems which are going to be unavoidable, and there is no other way other than hospitalizing the person. Then he will get through that amputations, then other problems to recover from those traumas. Okay.
Correct.
So imagine it's a beautiful life. There is a way to manage it,
but we
don't know how to, because our ancestors created temples across. They have not created hospitals across. One of the major reason I believe when I look back is because I feel that it's because if you have a good state of mind, a good mental health, I'm sure you will have a discipline. You will have a way to manage your body's need. all that is going to be taken care. That's why we say that when you enter the temple, you become sattvic. The thought, the food, everything changes, right? So that there must be some reason why our ancestors create temples, the kind of solutions. Although your pain must have not gone, but your pain
Yeah.
bearing capacity must have gone up.
Correct.
Okay, visiting a temple, the positivity must have come back in your life.
Hmm.
So all that is possible in that place. And if somebody is missing to understand that significance of the temple, I think this is a modern
This is
temple for
what,
today's generation.
correct. I think, what you said, it kind of just sums it up. To just sum it up, it's like, how a mother, when she's working, and the child is crying, so she will just give maybe a video game for him to play, yeah, chocolate khalit, just to like distract, just to suppress what maybe the child is needing. The same thing we are doing with our bodies when, if we have fever, if we have, say, some digestional problems, you want to vomit or whatever it is, we are trying to suppress the problems, which is not exactly a problem. It is just a way of our body telling us there's a excess of something in our body, there's some deficiency in our body, which we're trying to suppress with drugs. But to kind of, I want to add this segment, which is always there, on Duocast, is aviation related. Correct. So because our audience is, a lot of them are from aviation, a lot of them are crew, cabin crew, pilots, and all of that. Um, so we, whenever we are working, we are at such a high altitude where there is oxygen deficiency. Whatever oxygen we are getting is all supplementary. So I want to ask you, how can, maybe not life shots, but how can you cater to, what kind of advice would you like to give us where we don't have our diets in check? Correct. And when I mean diet is obviously theek hai, we carry our own food. People who are in the airlines, and they carry their own food ki theek hai, प्लेन का खाना नहीं खाना है because it is very high in salt. So we take those small preventive measures that we can take, but still there's a lack of sleep that we have. There's a lack of routine that we have. The body clock cycle, everything is gone for a toss. What would you suggest? And can life short in any way help us? ये समझो मैं आई हूँ, just like
Yeah.
small example. Say for example, I have come back when I start working for the airlines or whatever. एक दिन मेरे को छुट्टी मिली है. The entire afternoon I have maybe only 4-5 hours to spare where I can actually give time to my own body, because उसके बाद मुझे आके पढ़ाई करके I have to leave for my flight. What would you suggest I do?
Yeah, here you spoke about your stress, I mean,
Yeah.
occupational hazard, right?
Yes.
So definitely, it's like, you have used your car, okay?
Yeah.
Then you need a servicing.
Yeah.
This is exactly the servicing place.
Correct.
You talk about your problem. For example, if you're deprived of sleep, have so many options available with us. We have, starting with the very basic technology like cranial electrostimulation, CES.
Okay.
I can put you off to a kind of a relaxation
Okay.
where you relax and the technology works there, which will take your mind from alpha beta to theta within no time, where
Okay,
you don't need to
okay.
put an
Yeah.
effort to
Yeah.
relax. This technology will help you
Does
to
it for
relax.
you.
No side effects, no. It's an USFDA approved concept for kids like autistic or maybe ADHD kids. We are all ADHD at one point of day-to-day lifestyle. Okay,
Yeah.
so all this can be managed. Stress, depression, anxiety can be managed by a small device. We call it as cranial electrostimulation or
Okay.
maybe audio visual entrainment. You also asked me, it's
I
a
asked
brain
you this.
entrainment
Correct, correct,
technologies.
correct,
It's also
correct.
called as brain entrainment
Hmm, hmm,
technologies. This is one segment we have. Then I've got a lot of solutions from the nature. I have
Okay.
chamomile tea. Okay.
Yes.
I have got vetiver.
What's that?
Vetiver is a cuss. Cuss you must have heard, right?
Ha, 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 ha,
It's an
ha.
ingredient. Okay.
Okay.
So we extract all this, the best of the nature's oil. Okay. We extract it. And after extracting, it has gone through a nanotechnology. Now every glass of water can have these ingredients. Okay. As a hydration therapy. Okay. We are missing out on all these things. For example, when did you have a last nutmeg or maybe ajwain in your day to day? I don't think,
I don't know.
So
Yeah.
all this,
Not consciously, at least.
the best solutions available in the nature has never gone into your stomach day in day out.
Yeah.
So we have made a biggest range of those solutions in the glass of water. You have a bottles. You just infuse this few drops in every glass of water what you drink, and you replenish your health.
Correct.
Okay, from any kind of day-to-day lifestyle
Change
troubles
that
what
we
you're
have.
going
Yeah.
through, right? Your sleep is missing. I have got something called rose water, which can also improve.
Okay.
It's an extract of rose oil and water soluble. The technology is nanotechnology here. And then we also have valerian, which
Okay.
can induce a night sleep.
Ha, ha, ha.
Okay, instead of taking a melatonin or many other
Something like that.
solutions.
Yeah. Yeah.
We have very natural solutions which are very risk free solutions, what I can say,
Correct.
because it is coming from the nature, and we are not trying to make you get into a kind of a habit situation. Plus, I have got something called dry flotation coming from Italy,
Okay, I
where
think I saw the equipment somewhere over here.
yeah,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
dry flotation is one of its kinds concept in our clinic, where you come and rest your body for 30 minutes. You get a 3.5 hours of a rest just by resting.
Oh, we need that. We
It's
need
it's it's
that.
basically for jet lag.
Yeah,
Okay,
we have
people
that.
travel across, when they
Yes.
come back they have a jet lag,
Mm-hmm.
and they need to they reset their
Just to
circadian
reset it.
cycle.
Yes.
So I think dry flotation is a great way to go forward.
Mm-hmm.
And we also got something, we call it about the real flotation.
Okay.
We have float therapy,
Okay.
where you can experience hypnagogic psychedelic meditative experience. We just come and sleep on the body. Anybody or any body will come and sleep on the body,
Okay.
sleep on the water.
Uh-huh.
There is no better way to rest your body the
To
way you
just
can
like
rest it
float
on the water.
around. Yeah.
And the advantage of float therapy is you don't even drown yourself in the water without your efforts.
Hmm.
Without your effort, you can rest. You don't drown. Imagine your journey begins.
There's no better way to relax,
Yeah, and
actually.
if your heart is beating at 90, it will go to 60. There is no machine on the market where you can rest your heart to that level
Correct.
naturally.
Okay.
When you come out, your skin rejuvenation has happened because the water in the Dead Sea, I mean, in the float is a Dead Sea. The Dead
Okay,
Sea is
yeah, it
nothing but
has
a
the characteristics.
magnesium.
Correct,
It's
correct,
a
correct.
magnesium sulfate.
Mm-hmm.
Magnesium has maybe it's responsible for more than 300 to 700 physiological processes
Yes,
in the body.
yes.
Okay, and the
I've read
skin is
about
the
it.
best way to absorb magnesium.
Okay.
Okay, so magnesium will take care of your rest recovery. If your heart is resting, your heart is resting, your body is resting, your brain is in a sensory deprivation. Okay, you have to just listen to a podcast by Joe Rogan. You'll get to know the insights.
Yes, yes.
He's
I
one of the
think all
best
of us a lot of
podcaster.
it. Correct.
Yeah, so he mostly talks about float therapy, and as per his claim, he takes 100 float a year. Imagine just 1 hour of relaxation on the float.
That's a lot of
It's a digital
relaxation.
detox. It's a body detox.
Yeah.
It's rejuvenating your entire system.
Hmm.
Your muscle, if they are stiff, they all become relaxed. So you will become numb when you come out of float therapy.
Correct.
It's a boon to mankind,
Yeah.
like hyperbaric oxygen therapy. This is also one of the best therapies. Earlier, it was only used in a medical conditions like diabetic neuropathy or a
Okay,
diabetic
but now
unhealed
it is
wounds.
not.
But trust me, it is an anti-aging concept now. So we have all these technologies, are ready for serving the society. Only thing is now people have to be educated to the level that uh, everybody can afford it.
Yeah.
Okay, if you need to preserve your health forever,
Correct.
it's not expensive. It is minimally charged. Nothing is free, right?
There's
Nothing
nothing
is free.
Correct.
Okay, so but it is available.
Hmm.
If there is a need be, we will prescribe it. Not
Correct.
that anybody who comes inside will put them onto cryotherapy.
Yeah.
That's not the approach of Lifeshots.
Correct.
Lifeshots will understand your need. We will try to change your lifestyle, which is the cheapest one. We don't even charge the first consultation when I do it.
Okay.
The intent is not to make money. Intent is to to give the best to the society. Okay, so this intent cannot be copied. I'm sure the business can be copied easily. People
Business
believe that
idea
our
can
strength is technologies, our strength is our intent. The day
Correct.
people understand this, believe me, I don't think my
I don't think there
center
will.
is going to be enough to cater the society.
I
It's
don't
too
think,
small.
yeah, yeah. What you just said right now was so beautiful. I don't think you'll actually need a marketing team if you just like put this intent. You're like your biggest strength is your intent, and
Truly.
that is so beautiful.
And the reason why I have this center in my area where I'm living, it is to cater our people. Okay, people say that why you don't have it in Jumeirah Street in Dubai, because people were asking why don't you make one center there.
Yeah,
Somebody
makes
said,
sense.
I'll give you 3,500 square feet. Somebody said, why don't you do it in South Mumbai? I always felt that let me start with catering my own people in the
first,
society,
then go to
whom I can
correct.
recognize, where I can feel satisfied when I go back home, whom I have treated. Okay, so that's the intent behind this concept. And definitely it's not a great suit. I mean, it's not suiting very well with the environment, because rest everything around is more of business oriented.
Right.
Suddenly somebody coming up and telling that it is not
It's not business.
there is no business intent behind.
Correct. It's a little difficult to believe
for people
that.
to believe.
Correct.
But I think
But
it's
I
a
think
question
you've
of
given
one
a good-
visit.
Yeah.
It's a question of one
definitely.
visit, and I'm sure they will understand the intent behind this concept.
Correct. So, you have actually explained everything so beautifully and so in depth, starting from your journey to what Life Shot means to you. and what life short should mean to the public in general. But I would like to have another doctor on this podcast, because I do want to cater to audience which have two very different views. So we like to call Dr. Chitra Naik. She is a cosmetic dermatologist, founder of Agira. So, welcome to our channel, Miss Dr. Chitra.
Thank you.
You are a cosmetic dermatologist, and this is your first time on Duocast, and I'm so glad to have you on our channel.
Thank you for calling me.
Yeah. So the thing is, you know what? I have seen a lot of my friends who come to you when they face with a lot of issues like acne, and they have crazy breakouts. I have breakouts so many times, and there's hair fall, hair loss. मतलब काफी चीजें एक साथ होती है. It could be a lot with your lifestyle, lifestyle problems, lifestyle diseases, all that. Once it comes out on the skin, or when it is showcasing on your body, that is when people get alert, like how me and Mr. Bhat were talking as well, कि वो जब बाहर दिखने लग जाता है, when people start saying कि ओ तेरे face पे दिख रहा है, ओ तेरे बाल झड़ रहे, something like that, or you start gaining weight, that is when we become aware, and then we directly run to doctors. So how do you treat something like that when my friends or whichever patients come in? But then again, I've also seen that once your treatment is done, you then refer them to Dr. Bhat. Mr. Bhat, how do you do that, and like why exactly do you do that? Because आपने तो treatment कर लिया है. Why is there a need for them to come to, say, Lifeshot, or to take an angle which Mr. Bhat has been speaking to us for such a long time? What is the need for that?
Right. Well, it's a nicely put across question.
Yeah.
So, primarily, we all are so busy accumulating our wealth,
Yeah.
wherein we tend to ignore our core wealth, which is our body.
Yeah, our wealth is, which is the health.
Yes, which is our health.
Hmm.
We are so much into making a real estate, whereas the real estate is again our health and our body.
Yeah.
So, since we are busy in our daily chores and doing stuff and building our career and stuff, we tend to ignore what is essential, the nutrients, and we are on the go, right?
Correct.
So, whatever inflammation which is generated within our body and health, it starts reflecting on our skin. So whether it is hair fall, whether it is acne in young adults, whether it is perimenopausal acne or menopausal acne or pigmentation, whatever is, as you rightly said, whatever is being seen here, it is the outcome of our ill-treated health. So whenever they approach a doctor for any health issue, and when it comes to me, it is skin and hair, I address the issue.
Yeah.
Which can be kind of called of sickness or health issue or health concern.
Correct.
I address that issue with the medication, with laser treatments, with chemical peels. So the health concern or the skin or hair issue is resolved. When there is hair fall, again, as I saw you both discussing, despite tropical country and abundance of sun, we still face a vitamin D deficiency.
Yeah, which me and Mr. Bhat were just talking about before. Yeah.
But vitamin D deficiency is one of the root causes for, again, hair loss.
Yeah, okay.
So there are a lot of nutrient deficiency and many other factors which can be the result for hair loss, but this is also one of them. But when anybody comes to me, I treat the concern.
Correct.
I necessarily don't get into the root cause.
Correct.
Wherein I do provide them, say, diet plan for the maintenance.
Yeah, because I've also seen that even you have a very holistic approach to
Yes,
it. Like you
yes,
ask,
yes.
what is your lifestyle like? Are you still having a proper diet? Are you sleeping well? So
Right.
that's a holistic approach to it. Yeah.
Yes, and also addressing whatever is a deficiency and
Correct.
accordingly prescribing the medicines, and also whether it is peels or laser therapies or mesotherapies or PRP, all this is again addressing the issue. But when it comes to later on maintenance,
Yeah.
other than the diet, what happens is once they get the desired result,
Yeah.
again they are back to
Their old habits
chasing
of
the
correct.
yes,
The outer wealth.
yes,
Hmm.
yes, yes. So then what happens is I also prescribe them that along with the diet,
Yeah.
you should, it is prescribed to visit Lifeshots too, because that is the place where is like, you know, the modern temple or whatever you call, they have so many latest equipments and so many more therapies where your inner health can be taken care,
Yeah.
and skin and hair is the
For a long term
outcome.
maintenance is why you should come to him.
Yes, it is like the human garage.
Yeah, from the inside out. So you treat
Yes.
the outside while
Yeah.
still asking about the inside, but for the inside maintenance is where we
Yes.
come to you. So
Yes.
how do you?
In fact, I would
Yeah.
also say that it, instead of a travel tourism, this could be a tourism, like, you know, have this once in a while where you person can, like, I, in fact, one of the surgeons I had got him here, like, just experience this place, like, you know,
Yeah.
sound therapy, because he said I'm so stressed out. I said doesn't matter. Instead of sending you anywhere, you please come here and experience the light and sound therapy, and he really felt rejuvenated.
Truly,
So
truly. No, as you both are talking on the subject, which really a serious subject in my clinic too.
yeah.
See, most of the time when people come in, although they come and say that the problem is on the outer surface of the body, it could be skin or the hair.
Mm.
So one is you work on an aesthetic reason. Okay, yeah, aestheticians are definitely a need of the heart. The reason is because you want instant recovery on the skin.
Mm.
If you don't restore that, possibly it will become much bigger problem.
Right.
Yeah, so to restore the immediate damage, definitely the first aid is required. And yes, many a times you do everything, still the problem down below is not not addressed.
Mm.
So that's the approach which we carry upon, because there is medical industry which looks after the medical aspects of it, but when it comes to holistic, people are missing out because there is no medical approval on these things. Okay, because the reason is doctors are so busy handling the patients. But
Yeah.
if they come little before, okay, before they become a patient, that is a situation, I think we call it as a preventive health. Okay. So when people land up in a preventive health care, you talk about your problem or not, it's our intent that to understand where the root cause, for any problem which is coming up on the surface. Because people suffering from a skin issues, for example, psoriasis, okay, take a example, the most dreaded skin disease which people are talking about. The major root cause which we understand is basically a stress induced autoimmune condition. Although the problem is on the skin, so we being educated, we understand that any skin issues we should have to possibly end up in a dermatologist. Exactly. Yeah, now the situation is serious. That does mean that time possibly there are ways and means by which we can immediately suppress the body's response to a stress, and the results are seen on the skin. Okay, instantly you possibly start seeing some benefits on the skin, but the root cause is stress induced. So when they approach us, the possibly we start from inside out, because every problem on the skin may not be a skin problem. It is deep rooted.
Yes.
So we start with the managing the stress. The stress means it's a mental health issue. Could be started from a gut health, because gut is a second brain. So possibly we restore the gut microbiome. Before that, we have solutions like colon hydrotherapy or maybe ancient Ayurveda. So if you have enough time, I prefer ancient Ayurveda. If you are in a hurry burry, then possibly the colon hydrotherapy is the quickest way of washing off your gut, but it's not the end of it. That's a beginning of, it's just a foundation work. But if I leave you high and dry after the colon hydrotherapy, you will be in a more vulnerable condition. Today, people asking me, Krishna, what is the rate for your colon hydrotherapy? It's not just using the therapy or using the technology to wash your gut. Okay, once you wash your gut, you become more vulnerable, because good, bad, everything is gone. Now your gut is shaken up. The most important thing is to restore the gut back. That will take a little time. Maybe at least we talk about 3 to 4 weeks. Okay, if you take care that 3 to 4 weeks, in Ayurveda they call it as pathyam. In our language we say the dietary regime. If you follow that along with the a good probiotic. When I say good, because in the market you have 100 brands, half the brands may not even reach the gut. Okay, they may have the same bacteria, but how well you are formulated matters a lot. Okay, there is a patented the microbe probiotics available with prebiotics which are documented, PDR listed, safer, quadrupleted. So to ensure that these gut microbiomes are really lodged in the gut, they they develop in the gut, and possibly at the end of the day you boost your immunity, you boost your digestive system. Okay, we always say that you take care of your gut for a month, and 11 months the gut will take care of you. This is a normal way of saying, but end of the day, yeah, this is the way we want people to understand. At least give 1 month for your rejuvenation, to rebuild the gut microbiome, especially when you're healthy or so-called healthy. Rest of the people, it's a first prescription. Okay, once you rebuild the gut microbiome, possibly the digestive system work at its best, you improve your diet. Okay, now you have taken care inside out. Now possibly the toxic waste are easily metabolized, or whatever metabolized toxic waste are clearly rescued from the body. So it doesn't have to come from anywhere else. If it comes out from your skin, it is psoriasis, or it could be acne, or it could be any other skin disease. So we are managing the inside out solution. Okay, it's a little longer process, but also it is very, very needed. So earlier doctors must have not had that scope of directing the patients for these kind of procedures. But I think now Lifeshot is already answering their questions, and I think they are becoming more confident, because we are not just in Ayurveda. Because see, Ayurveda had all these fantastic solutions for a longer period of time. There is nothing wrong in Ayurveda. Okay, but the problem is it is a little longer process. Okay, it's process oriented, and it also depends upon the doctor who is handling the patient. Maybe they are very, very highly knowledgeable, but the problem is the Ayurvedics what they use is always a question mark. Okay, because the quality of the Ayurvedics matters the results. So at Lifeshots, even a tulsi extract is American patented nanomedicine. So you can understand the in-depth understanding of the natural ingredients what we are using, the products what we are using. The probiotics are patented ones, documented ones, the quadruplated ones, so that it gets delivered. Similarly, every Ayurveda remedies are very highly documented, so the results are much more visible. And if the results are not visible, then I'm sure you're not at Lifeshots. That could be
That's a very good this thing. Correct, correct, correct.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So I think both of I think in this day and age where everything is so fast paced, but we are also trying to slow down as well. There was an era where everything was very slowed down. There was an era again when the technology came up, everything became very fast paced. But now our generation is getting much more aware of how much how important it is to have a balance. And I think this is what the both of you cater to. Yours is much more of a on the face results that happen. Yours is more of like the results are there, but there needs to be a lot of care before and after and during, which is required. And then comes Ayurveda, which is like it's a slow burning process.
Yeah, Ayurveda
which is
also
again
part of our concept.
correct,
Okay?
correct,
We
correct.
wouldn't
Yeah,
neglect Ayurveda,
yeah,
because
yeah.
that's a way of life,
Correct.
and people have definitely missed out, because in the name of Ayurveda, we have a lot of basic Ayurvedic stuffs,
Correct.
which must have diluted the impact of Ayurveda. That's why in US they have come up with the colon hydrotherapy, right?
Yeah.
They call it as angel waters,
Okay.
because they found that end of the day you want to wash the gut, so we have a technology to manage that. So that's how the colon hydrotherapy was developed, where you just go and rest on the bed, watch the screen, 40 minutes, your colon is cleansed.
Wow.
But the problem remains is it is just a gut wash. Okay.
Yeah, it's not
But Ayurveda
sustainable.
talks about improving blood circulation from head to toe. We have ways and means, like we have Abhyangam. We have different ways of the potli massages what we're talking about. A lot of
Okay.
ingredient goes into it, like the kind of a rice, the milk. With this potli, when we do a massage, it has its own benefits. So
Correct.
process cannot be neglected when it comes to Ayurveda.
Definitely not.
So we are
Yeah.
definitely go for it. So
Yes.
that's why we couldn't neglect Ayurveda. That's a part of our concept. Okay.
Yes.
Definitely.
So, but it is very thoughtful, inclusion in our concept. Although we have world-class technologies coming from US, Canada, UK, Poland, and Japan.
Correct.
But Ayurveda was a definitely an integral
That's
part
like
of our
the birth of it, and now like modern problems have modern solutions. That was the birth of it, but now this is a bit more of a technological, advanced way of providing Ayurveda to us. And I
And
think
most
that's
of the time, this
yeah.
question is very evident today's market, where people keep asking me, maybe it's an alternative therapy, right? Whatever
Yeah.
you're offering. So we always say that this is not an alternative.
Correct.
It is an alternative for the people who don't understand, because we treat the root cause.
Yeah.
Definitely, I believe that as a pharmacist, that if you can't take care of yourself, then you'll end up having drugs. That's an alternative situation.
Yeah, right.
But you can completely avoid getting into usage of your, getting into a stage of disease and then get into drugging. That's an option available. It's your choice.
Correct.
And today we always say that health is the most precious gift of today's time. If so, then Lifeshot is a health shoppe.
Definitely.
Yeah, yeah.
I think you can just
So once
yeah.
somebody comes to me, whatever is seen,
Correct.
I address the issue by giving medicine, and Life Shot is all about beyond medicine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we always say that we're totally beyond medicine because we have no rights to write the drugs, although we make it. That's a rights with the doctor to handle the emergencies. Definitely, it's go hand in hand. We are not against a medical
Yeah,
approach.
definitely not.
The medical approaches are definitely required to get the patients from an emergency situation. But
To,
once
like,
they
stabilize.
become so-called healthy, I
Yeah.
think that's a time, if they
When
come to us,
Life
possibly they
Shots,
will
yeah.
not go back to the doctors. And I don't think any doctor would like to see the patient again and again.
Not
Okay,
true.
Do you?
unless
No, definitely not. I really enjoyed this concept of life shots, and I think your addition over here was also necessary because a lot of people also, want a clear picture as to some people are totally for, like, everything to be natural and everything. Some people are like, quick fixes in the sense ki medicine lo, kha lo, khatam karo, and just move on with your life. But again, it will keep on coming out because it's a problem from the inside. Okay, you're just suppressing it for now, but then it will keep coming up.
Yes.
So I think your addition, thank you so
Thank
much,
you so
Dr.
much.
Chitra, that you were here. And
I also want to put
yes,
one
definitely,
particular
go ahead.
thing.
Yeah.
See, our efforts today is not to impress upon the patients.
Correct.
Okay. Our efforts are to impress upon the doctors.
Correct.
Because once doctors find this place has some solutions which can make a difference to the society, I'm sure, the doctors also will be the, kind of patients to our clinic.
Definitely,
Because
yeah.
Doctors definitely need a kind of recovery, rejuvenation,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
they work
definitely.
24/7. I think there should be one place for the doctors to, recover themselves. I think our idea is to impress upon that particular thing, because once the doctor identifies the benefit of this place, I'm sure the whole society is going to be benefited.
Yes, like everybody will be acting in a collaboration with each
Yes,
other.
absolutely.
It's not like one is better than the other.
Yeah.
It's going to be a collaborative effort towards a society. And I think, that is the thing when you said in the beginning of the podcast that when you started with this journey, you said that maybe it was selfish. You mentioned that word, but I don't think it's selfish because, what you're achieving, I can definitely see the results of it. And at the end, that's what you said, you want to help the society in a very wholesome, in a very holistic way. And that is what I can see, that every sort of medicine, it could be allopathy, naturopathy, or difference, or you guys are doctors, you know it much better. It's starting to get in a very collaborative way. This is a beautiful amalgamation that I'm seeing right now. But to end with this podcast, I know there's another thing that LifeShot provides, which is touch and sound therapy, for which I would like to call Mr. Sajeev, and he will be here. He will just be answering exactly a very small segment, just to answer exactly what it is. And because we were talking so much about mental health, and this is something I just took it right now. You witnessed it as well. I was in tears because it kind of just connects us so much with who we usually are, and we keep forgetting it because in this fast-paced world. So I would like to have him as well.
Definitely an integral part of our concept, because it's a part of mental health.
Correct.
Okay, we are disconnected from our own selves.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a place where you try to concentrate, get into a state of a meditativeness through the sound and the light, or maybe the kind of a touch and the feel what it creates. Which will reunite you with yourself, and possibly that will help you, let go whatever stored negative energies within your body.
Absolutely.
I think that's the whole the reason behind it, and I'm sure at least people should come and experience that.
Definitely.
And I'm sure that is going to make a big impact on anybody who comes to my clinic. I think that's a gift which I wish to, give
away.
Carry back. Yeah.
That's a maybe that I'm gonna carry once I'm done with this shoot.
Yeah.
So, hi Sajeev, I'm so glad that you could also join us. I know this was very last moment, but I wanted you to be a part of this because, we were talking about this holistic approach which is there in Lifeshot, and we have already spoken. Once it was with Mr. Bhat, then Dr. Chitra was also on this podcast. So we've covered how Lifeshot is providing health with respect to the body, but because it is such a holistic approach, I know that you're also on this team because we are also focusing on the mind. And therefore, when the mind and body is that the soul is also very much happy. So I want to know from you, because I've spoken to you, you are also a corporate employee. And you say that, on the Saturdays is where you cater to your soul, because usually it is just about the mind ki kya karna hai, roz utke jana hai, the normal routine that a corporate employee usually has. But on Saturdays, on weekends is where you cater to your soul, and that is how you're catering to everybody else's soul. Because I myself took a very nice 20 minutes session with you, literally in tears. I'm so thank you for you. So how do you think, is it so much important? So you give, what you give is a um, no, sound and touch healing, right? So you can just tell me in brief what it is exactly and how does it help us?
Okay. So first of all, thank you so much for having me here and giving me this opportunity to present myself and my work that I do. So yeah, so me being part of a corporate, right? So I very well am on the front facing seat of the kind of stress that we every single person deal with, right? So every single person working on a laptop, we literally, especially an IT employee, right? They literally spend bare minimum 10 hours just sitting, right? And the average weight of a head is ranges to 4 to 7 kgs, right? So imagine sitting with a hunch, the kind of situation, the kind of tension your neck and shoulders would be holding, right? So we are putting our bodies through entire stress, and so massage is something that was pretty close to me, and especially after 20s, 30s, one is always on a quest of what is it that I would love doing, right? So yeah, that's how I found my calling and my soul calling for massage, and that's how my journey began. And I was like, okay, let me design something which would not heal people just at a physical level, because that's the kind of massage that we that is available right now, but I want to do something much deeper. So that's why I went on learning multiple modalities. I have done Reiki, pranic healing, sound healing, and eventually kind of combined everything into one unique signature therapy, which will just blow people's head off, right? And I mean, wow is the only experience that people can give, or it's a priceless experience. So far, I've done over 800 sessions in the last 7 to 8 years, and yeah, it's going good so far. So yeah, I'm very fortunate that I mean, I've literally called. So I wanted a setup. I can't quit my job, right? So I literally called every single spa in Mumbai, if I can come in work on a Saturday. Uh, Krishna is the only guy who gave me this opportunity, right? So okay, I think it was destiny for me to arrive at this place, and I think we're
I
gonna
could I
grow.
could see the exclusivity with him. Yeah, something very unique, right? And everything unique in my place too, right? So every concept, every ideology behind is completely different from anything whatever is available. So I found him as that exclusive value addition to the concept, and I'm sure he is doing a great job connecting
He
not
is,
body to their
yeah.
own mind.
I mean, I would like, as if I didn't know the both of you at all, if I would have known ki kisi salon mein there is sound and touch healing, I would have not gone at all, because like, inside we were just thinking, we were talking about what a different perspective massage has in these days. मैं नहीं चाहती. I would have been like कि नहीं यार मुझे नहीं करना था, skeptical लग रहा है वो, let's not. But because it is here, and I know what Life Short stands for, I took it onto me when you also offered. I think when I asked you, will you be able to speak about it? You said that I won't be able to because it is an experience. You can't speak about an experience, and I was not convinced. So he said that you should take it yourself. He gave me a quick 20 minute this thing, and now even I don't know how to frame questions. What do I ask you? Because it is like an experience with no photograph. Like there's no photographic memory in my head what all I felt, but I just felt so connected. And that is what, again, what you stood for, is that I want to give an holistic uh, approach or a very healing thing to the you yourself experienced it as a corporate employee. So let me ask you, is that something that you strive for, that your other colleagues should also experience, the corporates?
So as of now, we are just kind of going with the flow, and thanks to the divine God, right? We are getting the right set of clients. I'm recently we just did a corporate client as well. So
Wow.
that's where I see the future is,
future to be
especially
heading,
for the
yeah.
massage, because those are the set of people. Corporates are the set of people who actually need a kind of a corporate wellness concept, because right now what's happening is there are some talks, educational talks that are happening in corporate, which is just information, right? And information
Yeah.
doesn't change anything. So things like these, I mean, life shots as a holistic approach can be taken to corporates, okay, which will work on the emotional, physical, and mental well-being of employees.
Correct. So, I mean, that I think both of your visions are aligning so well. And I think that is why there's this amalgamation is also wonderful that I can see.
Yeah. Each one concept in life shots, okay, you cannot delete them from plan. We say that it is dental to mental. Okay, we start with the screening of your health. It could be blood test or maybe a screening as it is. And once you document the health, that's the time we decide what should be the journey of that person in the clinic. Okay, people ask me how many times you have to come. So we always ask how many times you go to temple to become a good person. There is no answer for these questions. Some people ask how many days it will take to reduce my weight. I don't think anybody can answer that, right? But we can only improve few things in the body. We can change your mindset. Once your change of mindset happens, I'm sure you have a long journey to live with. That kind of the best, what is available to live with. Okay, that is what we are trying to inculcate. And end of the day, you should have a yogic mindset. So you should know how to recover your body, and you should always believe that your body has a healing powers. And that's what is getting triggered in my place. We just handhold, and then you have to take care of yourself. Keep coming back. It's like a garage, right?
It's like a healing that is happening in every aspect. Like the soul is getting catered to, the mind is getting catered to, and also the body is getting catered to.
Soon we are going to introduce even a medical astrology.
Medical astrology.
Because you need to know why I'm suffering now. Is that my time is bad now? Maybe there is a lot of different perspective. And there is a lot of in-depth understanding of astrology in India. So we don't want to even miss out on that. So we want to document the astronomical reasons why you're suffering, plus your lifestyle, because many a times people believe that they have the best of the lifestyle, but still they are unable to come out of their nexus, the vicious cycle. Possibly even that approach will give them a spiritual way of resetting their whole lifestyle, or the environment around them. Okay, so every approach will lead to the best of the destiny. I think they just have to walk through.
Yeah, I mean, I love it. There's anything else remaining that you want to tell to the audience?
No, so I would just like to invite the audience and just come and just check this place
For the
out.
experience,
Yeah.
definitely. Guys, I'm telling you, I have not been a part of this for a very long time, but then, when I got to know about this concept, I so want Mr. Bhatt to be a part of this podcast. And, during the process, it's all about the process. And that's the same thing that we believe in life shots as well. And I am so glad to have all the guests that we have had today, Mr. Bhatt, then it was Dr. Chitra, and today, right now, we have you. I am so very glad to, and thank you so very much, all of you, to be on the Duocast. For more such episodes, a very holistic approach to life, we'll be getting more such guests on a podcast. Thank you so very much. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.